NYC Staycation from anywhere. I'm here in New York City, my favorite city, and we just went on these virtual staycations to Palm Springs and Mexico, and of course I had to bring you to my favorite city, New York. Next, you don't have to move at all. I'm going to be bringing all of the best of my favorite cities, food, culture, gardens, museums, all to you virtually, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the staycation. First, a quick message from my sponsor, Storyblocks. Throughout this video, you will see how I use Storyblocks to jazz up my editing. They have amazing audio, sound effects, images, stock video. They have After Effects templates for intros, outros. That is why I highly recommend you check out Storyblocks to save time going to get one more shot or save you time in editing and money with their affordable subscription plans that help you tell the best version of your story while staying on budget. If you were to get each asset individually, it costs so much more money. I have the unlimited plan. I highly recommend it because it gives you unlimited downloads of over 1 million royalty-free stock assets in the library, so you can try multiple options quickly to find the perfect shot to create more and spend less. Cue the easy to edit After Effects intro. Number 1, navigate through the museums virtually. There are some amazing 360 VR experiences for a lot of museums, not just the popular ones in New York, but there are some of the lesser known ones. Like for example, one of my favorites is the New York Historical Society. My first apartment in New York was really close to it, so that was my first ever membership to a museum. I felt so fancy. I was like, oh my goodness, it's more affordable to get the membership than go twice. So I got the membership to the museum, and I felt so fancy with my little badge. I went multiple times. They have exhibits on New York, like the token for the subway, all the different things, and they're revolving exhibits, like the one on Harry Potter, A History of Magic. Now you can explore some of the best curated online experiences I've seen on all of these museum sites, including The First Jewish Americans has a great interactive experience, including videos and audio throughout the 360 tour. I wish every virtual museum tour looked like this. You can also explore Silicon City, about computer history in New York. I learned so much just navigating the timeline and watching their short but informative videos. If you liked Hamilton the musical, there's also an online exhibit all about Alexander Hamilton. You can also visit many New Yorkers' favorite museums like the Met and the Guggenheim. I've been visiting these museums since I was little and actually visited the Met a few months ago, right before it closed down. You can virtually explore my favorite space in the Met in a 360 tour through the Egyptian Temple of Dendar. Their Google Arts and Culture collection also includes 26 stories, so you can learn more about a specific painting or an entire designer. I loved the fashion and costume online exhibits like Christian Dior ball gowns that zooms into details closer than many visitors likely get to see. I also enjoyed the story Making the Met 1870 to 2020. Number 2, visit a peaceful garden like the New York Botanical Gardens Orchid Show. I've done multiple videos over the years of the different orchid shows. I actually did 2 videos, including a totally calming experience walking through the orchids. If you want a nice distraction with beautiful music, this is going to totally relax you and transport you to these beautiful orchid show garden exhibit. It's just so, so beautiful. Number 3, see a Broadway show. It might not be the same full experience as having the chandelier crashing down almost over your head in the Phantom of the Opera, for example, but it is pretty cool to see how some of these filmed versions of the Broadway shows are available on a lot of different streaming platforms. I'll go over all of them, and it's not going to be the same, but it'll definitely be better than if you're paying for the back seat and you can't see anything and you're just like squinting to see the actors. At least in these different versions that are filmed, you can see the actors up close and you can see the costumes and the details like you wouldn't necessarily be able to see unless you're sitting orchestra row. Disney Plus has Hamilton and Newsies. Netflix has Shrek the Musical. Broadway HD offers tons of great shows, including Kinky Boots, Les Mis concert, Cats, The Phantom of the Opera concert, Oklahoma, Peter Pan, and more. 4, listen to a New York City podcast like my own podcast, NYC Local Guides. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts to hear from New York creatives on what it means to be a New Yorker, defined by their experiences, not by the number of years. Another great podcast to subscribe to is The Bowery Boys. This podcast dives deep into some really well-researched history about really specific topics. Listen to quick but wonderful oral history archives in the Coney Island History Project, like a story of women's liberation from 1972, Hot Dog Queen, Melody and Darfur. My favorite part of this is all the diverse stories and, of course, all the different New York City accents. Number 5, enjoy an iconic New York City bite. If you haven't already, I have a whole video of New York City iconic foods. Check it out. It is one of my favorite videos, and you will feel like you are eating with me all of these classics, including some less popular ones like the black and white cookie, the baked Alaska. I feel like I learned so much even just researching this. It's just a fun one. Highly recommend it. Did you know you can order pastrami from Lieberman's in the Bronx and pizza from DeFara's, Joe's, or Emmy Square directly to your door nationwide? 6, dessert. It's my favorite, so it gets its own number right here on the list. I've made an entire video just on my favorite New York City ice cream places and tasted almost every donut and cookie, so yes, I do know good New York City desserts. You can also get deliveries from New York City favorites in ice cream like Tipsy Scoop, Boozy Ice Cream, or Cafe Pana, or for donuts you can order Donut Plant or Under West Donuts or the Donut Pub. Number 7, New York City Netflix comedies. I made an entire blog post about this, listing some of my favorites that will make you laugh and transport you to New York City as the backdrop, and you'll feel like you are here running around Central Park or wherever you are. From newer comedies like Hitch to The Other Guys, there's also New York Minute. What a throwback to see how different 2004 New York was with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so artistically beautiful. Colin Quinn, the New York Story comedy special, just makes you laugh and you're totally like, I know that New Yorker, I know that, that's so funny. 8, New York City TV shows that were actually filmed here. I'm not talking they took place here and they were really filmed somewhere else like Pittsburgh or Hollywood, but yeah, apparently a lot are filmed in Pittsburgh and Vancouver that pretend to be in New York. Not the same, I can tell. But basically, I am obsessed with watching some of these New York City TV shows that, you know, you put on the background and then you see, oh my God, I know that place. And I'm yelling at the screen, I've been there, I've been to that restaurant. And it's just such a cool experience to feel like, oh, I know this place. This is so New York. You see a cab or something interrupt a shot. You're like, is that intentional or was that just New York, being New York? So I love these TV shows and I'd love to hear if you have other ones, definitely comment down below. First, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, of course. I made an entire video of all the film locations. This was so fun. I even wore a pillbox hat. 2, Gossip Girl. 3, The Bold Type, which is kind of like a newer version and takes place in a magazine. It's just cute and adorable and so New York. 4, High Maintenance. This is such a Brooklyn thing where the guy, he takes his bike all around Brooklyn, a lot of my area and my neighborhood, so I'm always like, oh my God, I know that restaurant, I know that place. And it's just fun, crazy New Yorkers and their stories. Each one is a different New Yorker and a different story, and it's just super random and weird, but funny. Yeah. And White Collar, where a con artist works as a criminal informant for the FBI. 9, lastly, test your knowledge with a New York City quiz. I made this all by myself. It was really fun to sort of create this to test you on your New York City knowledge. I have a few different quizzes on my website, and it's honestly just kind of fun way to see, you can compare with friends. Okay, do you know New York better or do I? And you guys can show off your scores and just have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching and taking this virtual staycation with me to New York City, my favorite city, of course. I hope you've enjoyed it. There are 2 other ones of Mexico and Palm Springs. If you haven't watched them already, huge thank you to my sponsor, Storyblocks. I really feel like they have helped me upgrade my content and really I feel like everything looks so much better when I'm using their assets and everything. I hope you agree. If you do and you're looking for a solution for audio, sound effects, After Effects templates, video, all of these things in one quick, easy, unlimited subscription, then definitely check out Storyblocks, link down below. Click on this link to learn all that and get that unlimited subscription. Appreciate you, appreciate Storyblocks. And with that, I'm going to close out this video, but I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. 6, dessert. It is my favorite meal of the day because it is the best meal. But it gets its own list, a number on the list of the number, you know what I mean? La 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 la, la 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 la, I am losing it. Do do do. Who loves this lamp? Can we talk about this lamp? Because it is just so pretty and I love it. And guess what? It was $20. I was deciding between that and like this other really pretty lamp, but it was $250. So I think I won by getting this $20 lamp. It looks good. Anyways, okay, it's not about the lamp, but like it's a cute lamp. It's a good lamp. I like it. It looks good. You know what the trick is? This is totally off topic. I bought a fancy light bulb for it. So this is an inexpensive lamp, and I think, you know, they suggest, you know, just that like bare light bulb that you can see the squiggly thing, part of the light bulb. But I wanted to get like a fancy one, so I got a little fancy one, and it was a little bit more money, but it was still a lot cheaper than the $250 lamp. So I'll link the lamp, and I'll link this lamp and this light bulb down below. It's a designer light bulb. It's real fun. If you wanted to check it out, you could. Okay, so I guess I should get back to whatever I'm talking about, because I forgot. Yes, okay. If this is at the end of the video right now, because it's a really long blooper, ciao for now. Okay, back to topic.